When did you have the ceremony? Was it about a month ago, 2 weeks ago, before Thanksgiving?
Right before Thanksgiving.
So, yeah, around
And they have the winner, the best of, the winner, and the finalist.
almost there. And with that, good evening, Bobcat Nation. Welcome to another edition of the Bobcat Blitz Sports Update. I'm Sean Kirkpatrick, coming to you from a slightly familiar location. We're going to get to that in just a moment, why I am here. It's a great news on the spread to everybody out in the community. Hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I know we didn't see you for 2 episodes. I did have something bittersweet last Tuesday. I wanted to go say goodbye to both Coach Fu and Coach Duquesne's very successful cross-country boys and girls programs this year. They had a wonderful banquet on campus. They invited me out to that so I can say goodbye to a lot of parents. We're still going to get some of those runners on. They're still playing soccer, some of them. So when their season ends, we'll probably jump on it. So before I begin, though, a lot of things going on. Guys, I can't keep up with the scheduling because we have 2 varsity basketballs, 2 varsity soccer going on. I'm at the mercy of the coaches for letting me know what's going on because I don't have access to the schedule like I used to. So parents, please give me a little patience on that. I know yesterday there was 3 events going on. I didn't know about that either. But big shout out to all the Bobcat fans. Last week you did something really amazing. I'm so proud of you guys. Thursday, I found out they were going to have 4 varsity games back to back at Norfolk High School for the first time that we can recall. I don't think it's ever been done before. And they threw in a JV basketball game. So 5 sporting events at the high school. I jumped on it. You guys did a great job. You gave us ideas. The winning logo was Claws Out Classic. I had a hard time saying that all night long. Great time. I got to see every game, a little bit of every game. So basketball did great. They didn't quite get all the wins, but that was a great loss to the Booker. Great team. Parrish came in for soccer. Really good game. So next year, guys, if they do it again, let's get everybody out there on a Friday night. So I'd like to thank you guys for that. All right. I also posted something. We'll thank the Sun Sports. New football district came out. No one ever put any comments on there, guys. What do you think about our new district? We've got Lakewood Ranch, Lehigh, Riverview, and Venice are in our new football district. So I welcome your thoughts on that. It's a post on there as well. All right. My special guest here. Let's bring her out here. Come on, Miss Mary. Let's get you. How you doing, Mary? Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas.
So, Mary, I brought you here. You're the only sponsor I've done this for because something very special happened. For those of you who didn't catch our episode, we came here several months ago. We like to highlight our sponsors. And we had you, and then we had Miss Monica Maya Photography, longtime sponsor of Norfolk High School Athletics. And I never come back to the same sponsor because we try to share the wealth and all that, but no one's asking us to come out. So I'm like, you know what? Something special happened. What happened 2 weeks ago, Miss Mary? They got me out here. Record-breaking performance.
Oh my God, Sean. So much has happened in the last 4 months that I saw you last. Well, let me go back. It's been 6 months that we actually opened up our door.
Yeah.
And in the last 4 months, I have hosted birthday parties, bachelorette parties, all different occasions. But the most exciting thing is the community has taken me in. They've taken me under their wing. They love me, and they nominated me for 2, not 1, but for 2 Best of Charlotte. One was in family Fun, and the
Yeah.
other one was Arts and Crafts. And guess what?
Oh, I know the answer. Go ahead.
Guess what?
Go ahead. Show everybody.
Woohoo! Woohoo!
In only 6 months time, you got the exacta hair.
Yes, I sure did. And not that I am any better than my competition that I was going up against, because together we make Port Charlotte, we make Northport a fun, safe place to be with. Yeah. But I am holding these up like they were Grammy Awards. Because,
they were. Small business owners have such a hard time getting started and maintaining. And I know you lived here. I know. Okay, so if John's watching, I know this because my office is about a half mile down. So every night I'm going home.
My lights are still on.
Or to Northport, I see her vehicle out. I'm saying, she's never going home.
I'm never going home.
And my grandfather was a small business owner. I have a soft spot in my heart for small business owners. So I saw the news. Let me hold one of these up so everybody can see this. You hold one, hold the other one. Check that out. Best of. This is the Arts and Crafts.
And Family Fun.
And this one's the Family Fun. And only 6 months of existence.
Yes.
I want to do a shout out. We had a Northport High alumni who I reached out to, who I know from soccer days, Daniel Fenton. I said, hey, Daniel, why don't you come out and do a story? It took a while to get there, but he came out.
Yeah, he kind of dragged his feet.
Well, he was in Ireland.
He's like, I didn't want to go to a selfie studio, but he kind of thought it was pretty cool.
Just like me, I am not that kind of guy. Like I said, way back in September, I was surprised. We were here for your Taylor Swift record reveal.
Back in October.
So what happened after that?
4 months, parties, birthdays.
You went straight to Halloween.
Halloween. I switched the...
And we're going to walk around and show you what you have now. What do you have going on right now?
So right now, we are full-blown Christmas Wonderland. So this has been changed over 3 times already. We went from summer, spring to Halloween, and now it's definitely Christmas Wonderland.
And we're going to go walk around and show them a little bit here. So,
yes.
Before we jump in, we're actually going to have wrestling on. We need to get wrestlers down here. Tough guys can do this.
I can set up a wrestling booth.
You have a wrestling. Yeah, that coach, your wrestling booth. That's great. But no, so just as a small business owner, to be recognized that quickly, so successfully. I know there's a lot of people who came in and helped you out. All the fans. And what does that mean to you? Like, you can only go up. I mean, keep going.
I can only go up.
Yeah.
So this has become bigger than me. Yeah. It's become bigger than me. The love and the support that I have gotten from the community has only made me want to give back. So, can I share something with you guys?
There you go. Don't be shy.
So this, you guys are going to be the first to hear this.
Breaking news. Okay, let's hear it.
Breaking news. Come January 2026, Love Your Selfie Studio has launched, or will be launching, its brand new sister company, which is a nonprofit, and it's going to be called Love Your Selfie Empowerment Foundation. And what that nonprofit's going to do is work with domestic violence survivors, kids in school who have been bullied or just feel like they don't fit in, even dogs at the shelter who are often seen as second citizens. I want to bring them in, let this be part of their program, of their recovery, because I think everyone should feel the self-esteem, the self-worth, the beauty, the happiness that I feel every day when I put the key in that door and I walk in here and I throw a bow on. I want to give that back to the community. So you're the first to hear.
So, let's keep going with the high school part of this. Volunteers, kids, if you're watching, I'm sure Ms. Mary can put you to work now. Some of that
social media. I don't know how to do TikTok and Instagram.
I don't either. My daughter makes fun of me. She says Facebook's too old for us.
Facebook is for old people.
But no, parents, if you're watching and you want your daughter or son, I don't know who it is, come on out. Yeah. Join. We'll have your information on there in a minute. But great volunteer opportunities for them to come out here and help out.
Absolutely. If they like painting, decorating, social media. I mean, the perks of having a new little Instagram, Facebook profile picture.
So, all right, well, Mary, thank you. Well, we're gonna stop here and there and take a look at everything. And so,
thank you.
Again, that's Ms. Mary here from Love Your Selfie Studio, 2-time winner. So, all right, Coach, I don't know if you're there or not. I don't want to start bringing my. All right, so fans, we haven't had wrestling on in quite some time, and I really enjoyed. Last 2 years we were at the wrestling room. Oh, I hear something going on there. Good. Okay. So we're gonna take a little break from the wrestling room. It's either hot, smelly, or you can't hear me because there's always construction going on. I don't want to jinx it the third time. So I'm actually gonna be. Coach, can you believe I'm in a selfie studio?
No, I cannot.
Isn't that
I
great?
cannot.
I know. Me neither.
Do you know how to do anything in there?
Do I not? Oh, Mary, I just got called out. Oh, I need my hat. I need my hat. He wants to know if I can do anything in here. No, I don't know how to do. Mary had to put the lights up. No, that's why you need the kids here. Do you? Yes, because you're like half my age. Is that Coach Williams?
Yep.
All right, Coach. I haven't seen you since you became a father. Oh, Lordy, what's she doing to me? See, I can't do anything right. Oh, Lord Almighty, what is she doing to me? Coach Williams, congratulations on being a new dad. How's that going?
It's amazing. It's nothing like it.
It really is, isn't it? They're fun at that age.
Nothing like it.
Yeah. What is your son's name? I forgot.
He's Calix. Calix Channing Williams.
And more importantly, how's mom doing?
She's doing amazing as well. They just left the room because I told them I'm doing an interview. They thought I was just watching. And I was just like, no, I'm actually talking.
So how do I look with my selfie attire, guys?
There we go. Man. There we go. That's how we're supposed to be. That's we go.
That's supposed to be. Oh, Lord. All right. So, Coach, who do you have on with you there? I can't see it right now.
We got Steve Nappy. He's my assistant coach, and he's also the swim coach as well. So.
Yep. Know very well. Yep. All right. So, since I saw you guys last season, we've grown. We got over 1,200 viewers now. Members. We go out further. So many questions from last year. Let's go ahead and repeat some of this. Go ahead and give a quick little introduction. Who you are, what you're doing, all that good stuff. Season. Generalities, things like that. Go ahead and give us your little spiel here. I'm gonna go around and show some more of the studio while you're doing that.
All right. Coach Channing Williams, head wrestling coach. That's my partner in crime, Stephen Nappy. He's my assistant. We also have another assistant as well, Joe Bazinis. He's one of our newer counselors. He's helping out as well. We're just getting started up with our season. We had our first meet last week, or this past weekend, with Brandon. We ended up getting fourth at that, and that was behind Brandon and Lake Highland Prep as well. They're pretty good squad. They only wrestle nationally, so we were in very good company on the podium.
All right, so you jumped way ahead of where. Let's go back a little bit. So your varsity team, when did you guys start your first practice and all that good stuff?
We started mid-November. And we've been practicing ever since. Got a good group of kids. We've had upwards of 40-plus kids in the room, which is really good numbers for us.
And you have a girls' team as well.
Yep, we have a girls' team as well.
I remember last year we're about the numbers and all that. How's their team looking this year?
Oh, growing just like the boys are growing. We started with about 12, 13. Now we got about 10 that are coming consistently.
Good. So I tried to get a wrestling professional on here tonight. He's a little busy right now. So he gave me a whole bunch of questions here. Now, I know you know what I'm talking about. This is the Rawlings, young Rawlings, your first 100 something winner. I forgot on the mat, the big wall there. You got to help me out. Matches, maybe 100 pins. I can't remember.
It's probably 100 pins. Yeah, I think
100 pins. I can't remember that. So he had a whole bunch of questions for me. Before I go, I did want to talk about Mr. Nappy's son, who's at USF. I get Owen and Austin confused, so I apologize, Coach. How's he doing?
He's doing great. Yeah, he's actually wrestling up there and doing his academics and having a good balance, and we get to see him once in a while, so it's been nice.
So they should be coming home soon. It's Chris Riggles, college kids.
Yeah, he had a couple of exams this week, and he'll be back and be with us for a few weeks, so looking forward to having him tag along.
Is it like a club team he's doing? Is it a college club team or varsity?
Yeah, it's club. It's I think it's NWCA. Is that the acronym? Yeah. But he's doing his thing.
All right, we're gonna go from Whoville to Ski Liftville. Hang on a second. I don't know my things here. Sorry about that. Coach Nappy, you gotta get your family down here. Come on now. You gotta get Move Mountains out here as well. Check this out. She got a ski lift. Check this out. Can you see that?
Pretty good.
All right, I'm gonna sit down for a second and see how I look. I'm officially gonna try this place out here. Hang on. Oh. Believe it or not. Yeah, I'm standing. I can't see. That's
kind of far away.
Yeah, that's okay. That's all right. All right, guys. So let's get to the nitty gritty here on the wrestling program. You already had your first. You had your first tournament. When's your first home meet of any kind?
We are actually hosting district duels this year, so it'll be December 27th, that Saturday morning. And I would say it lasts all day, but district duels is one of those things that actually doesn't last too long. So we should be out of there a little bit after noon.
And how many teams come out for that one?
It's supposed to be 8, but 6
Wow.
usually come.
Okay. So let's walk you through this. So we show up for this. How many weight classes do you have? How many kids get to wrestle? Is it just one per weight class? Do you have like 2 deep, 3 deep? How's that work?
For district duels, it'll be 1 per weight class. Only the starting lineup gets to wrestle those. So it'll be 14 for 1 per weight class.
Do you have your smaller weight classes this year? I know it's always
We
tricky.
do. We do. We actually had some wrestle offs today for that. It's very exciting having the amount of kids that we have right now.
I remember last year's conversation, both you guys and weightlifting, it's always hard to find those smaller bantam weight and flyweights and all that. I don't know what they call them in wrestling, but that kind of thing. So I'm glad to hear that. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, so last year's team, this year's team, there's always a difference. There's always similarities. What are you seeing so far that you're liking carrying over from last year's team?
I'm loving the camaraderie that they have there. It feels like a brotherhood and sisterhood right now. They're all getting along. Everybody's picking each other up. They're cheering for each other at the tournaments. They're cheering for each other in the room. I'm seeing the competition as well that I love to see, because you have to compete with each other as well. It's not just you competing against yourself all the time.
Did your team have any specific goals they're looking at the beginning of the season? This current team you have now, did they set themselves a team goal, individual goals, or did they,
my goal for them right now is to stay healthy so we can make it to the tournaments. I know that's a big thing with wrestling. The injury bug comes, the sick bug comes with the weather changing and everything. Staying healthy is our first priority, and we work from there.
The worst part is Christmas break, right? They all go places, and their families come down and bring all those cooties down here.
Exactly.
And then January shows up, and about a week or two into school, then that's when they start showing the flu and the COVID and the cold. It's like, that's the worst part of the year, that middle January. They've had time to incubate and get all germs out there. So I hear you saying. So you have the one meet in December. Do you have any more after that? Or is that your only one?
Nope. We're week to week at this point. Once we get started, we don't stop. We're going until February. It's like week after week. This upcoming week, we're going to be at Charlotte, so it's pretty much a home meet for us. We get to go to Charlotte, and it's a dual tournament. Should be some good competition.
Just you and Charlotte only?
Oh no, it's going to be. I believe there's 15 schools. It's a pretty big meet. We should get 5 in Friday and then 5 in Saturday as well. So it's a long weekend of wrestling.
So yeah, you keep saying duels. I keep thinking like two teams only. I didn't quite know duels.
Yeah.
So what does
the
duels mean?
Are team. Yeah, they're the team versus team. So it's not a normal tournament where it's kind of every kid for himself. So we line up as the teams and we go one at a time wrestling, and the whole team watches.
Oh, gotcha. So let's talk about some of your seniors this year. How many seniors did you lose last year? And how many do you have this year?
We lost.
Yeah, quite a bit, I thought.
Lost Markel. We lost Austin.
Yeah. Isabel.
Blaine. Yeah, we lost about 5, right?
Yeah.
But my juniors are growing up. I got a bunch of them too, which I'm kind of just finding out. Some of the kids that I thought were younger were actually seniors. They're telling me they're seniors. I'm like, oh, okay. And then we got some graduating early, and I'm like, oh, we're graduating early. I see. So just didn't want the full high school experience.
Oh, that's becoming a trend now. Get out as fast as you can and go.
Oh yeah, that's
high school.
That's what they like to do,
college,
man.
I don't know.
They're a rush to grow up, and I'm like, oh, you need to stay in high school as long as you can.
I think the word on the street is get out of high school as fast as
Yeah, they want to get out fast.
I don't know. So what's your biggest tournament this year? If you had to rank like the most important one or the most favorite, or maybe fan favorite or student favorite?
The biggest one will probably we're going to a lot of big ones, but the biggest one we're probably going to be going to is the Braves Invitational up in Lakeland. they actually rent out the Advent Center there, and that's how many mats are they gonna have? They usually have 18 mats at that one.
I know where that's at. They used to do the state basketball
Yep.
championships there.
Yeah, they
The big
fill that one
complex.
up with mats.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
great.
they fill that whole Advent Center up with mats, and on Friday they have boys and girls wrestling, and then on Saturday they have JV and varsity wrestling as well. So they keep it going too, and they run a really good show up there.
Now, I
So
remember last year the weather didn't work out. Are you gonna try the tinkering with that outdoor thing, or?
No, we're not gonna do that one, but we
Yeah.
will be doing John Joyce. I just got word that we
Okay.
got the refs and everything's a go. So we're definitely doing John Joyce this year.
What's that mean for our fans? What does it John Joyce mean? What is that?
That's our John Joyce Memorial Tournament. It's going to be January 9th and 10th. On the 9th, we'll be doing girls and boys, and then we'll finish up the boys' side on the 10th.
And that's
Sean,
your
that's our late coach, John Joyce. He helped with the youth in the high school. The father of Dominic Joyce, one of our state champs. So
yeah, okay.
great to honor him and remember him in that way.
Coaches, a lot of people don't know this, that wrestling has quite the streak going on. We've had someone go to states now, it feels like every year since I've been in Northport. And, do you see that potential with this team as well? Keeping it going?
I definitely do this year. These kids have been working hard, and we got two that know how to get there. They're coming back. So there's no reason that they shouldn't make it again this year. And then we got a couple more that even surprised us at the first tournament that probably have a really good chance of making it as well.
I forgot the young lady's name. I want to say Mendoza. I forgot. I apologize. Her mom texts me all the time. She was in like 6 sports last year.
Isabel.
Yeah.
Cordova, yep.
Cordova. Okay, not Mendoza. Okay, there you go. So that was a big loss there. Who's taking her place this year? Do you have a young lady who's going to come in and?
I'm gonna say we got another senior coming up, Bristol McMahon.
Oh, good.
She made it last year, and
I remember that. Yeah, we talked. Yeah, that's right.
Didn't go the way she wanted to, so she's really looking to get on that podium this year.
I remember that she's from up north somewhere. I remember her interview last year.
Yeah, family's from Michigan. Yep.
That's it. Oh my gosh, that's great. Do you guys do JV or freshman, or is it all one giant varsity team?
We have JV as well, and they usually do tournaments during the week, and they're usually a lot smaller, more for the experience than actually getting medals and stuff, but they still get to have a good time.
So I got a couple questions here from my wrestling people here. What does a typical out-of-season workout look for you, and how does that help with your in-season training? This is a good, before you answer, this is a good question for parents who might have missed this season, but have a 6th, 7th, 8th grader. And we'll have Coach Nappy jump in on that as well about the middle school too. So the question again is, what's a typical out-of-season workout look for you, and how does that help with your in-season training? Well, you jump in on that.
Off-season is one of those times where you're getting ready for the season. So your conditioning is going to be very important. A lot of sprints, a lot of weightlifting. That's when you should be getting your weightlifting and stuff in, making sure you're stronger and ready for the season to start. Once you're stronger and you're well conditioned, that keeps that injury bug away, that keeps us healthy, that has us already used to it, and I don't have to teach you stuff that you didn't get to forget. That way you don't need that refresher course, and we can get into all the good practices early on.
So when would that start up going into next year for, like, let's say our 8th graders out there watching? When would that start up, the preseason training, the conditioning? That's summertime?
Yeah, that's a summertime thing. It's usually some of the kiddos like to come in right after season ends. Our season ends March.
Oh, wow.
Some of them will start as early as that. Like some of them wrestle year round, and they want to go ahead and go because during the off season, that's when the other forms of wrestling start. So they do the freestyle and the Greco during those times. And that's when they get to go to those AAU tournaments and things of that nature so they can stay ready.
So your 8th graders watching now, it's about to hit December, January. So they have a few months to get some running into them, and then come find you March, April, and get that going.
Yep, March, April.
So if you're watching, kids, don't wait till March or April to do your first jog. Start running now, so you get ready. What does practice look like?
I I think and Steve has some information about our youth as well, so
So
he
let's
can.
Yeah.
jump into that. I brought the eighth grade up for a reason. I know Coach Nappy knows this because we interviewed him before, but listeners, we try to incorporate the eighth graders coming into our program as well. So I'll let Coach Nappy jump in on that. We met you last year at Woodland Middle School for your middle school team. How's that going? Is that still going on this year? Or have you
No,
started?
well, we'll see what happens next year. There's been some principal changes, but we'll see if they want us back. But segueing into that, we're doing youth. We just started Tuesday. That's Tuesdays and Thursdays, 6 to 7:30 at the high school. So we've got our Northport youth team back up and running. That's a AAU program. That says you can make as much of that as you want. You can go to practices and just do practices. You can go to a tournament every week, with the combination of states. But real big to be getting that in. That gets our middle schoolers in there and also ages 4 and up. So great opportunity for people in being introduced in the sport or wanting to get better and be ready for that high school career. So
Is it too late to join that season?
no, it is not. Thursday we got another sign up 6 to 7:30 at the high school, another practice. After that, we may let some guys trickle in, and then from there it'll just be people who have wrestled previously. But just getting the word back out that we're back up and running. So get out
Yeah,
there
if
and
you
get out.
have any kind of digital flyer, let us know. We'll put that on there today and tomorrow.
Sure.
Yeah, it'd be a great way to tell. Do I really want to do this or not? Let's
Yeah.
Yeah.
find out now before jumping to the
No,
JV varsity. Yeah. So
we
last
got
year,
to.
Coach Nappy, you had a middle school program. Was it Woodland Middle? It was,
It
right?
was. Yep.
And you had all three grades, at eighth grade only, or
6 through 8. Yep. And I don't know if that's where you're going with your questioning, but we've got 2 or 3 of those kids in our room now. Actually, more than that when you count the girls. So the Nappy girls are there, and Cassidy as well. So we picked up 3, 4, 5, at least 5, and then previous years another couple. So 7 kids that are wrestling for us now. That just introduced through the youth program or the middle school program, and now they're here. So very exciting for us.
are you guys finding, because your sport's not well known at the school outside of athletic-minded teachers and students, and in the community, a lot of people don't realize that there's a really solid wrestling, not just Norfolk, but all over the area. You got all these high schools having really good wrestling programs. Are you finding that these kids are coming out because their parents wrestled up north, or are you starting to find any Floridian based parents that are like, hey, I know what wrestling is. I know Florida wrestling is getting bigger. I just don't know how big that influence has gotten yet. What are you finding on that end?
It's becoming a culture down here as well too. A lot of the northern parents, when they come down, and their kids have already started wrestling because up north they start by the time they can walk, they can wrestle.
Hmm.
I know that, but down here, football, basketball is pretty much king, but wrestling's becoming more of one of those sports that the kids want to do year round, and the kids are looking for it now. I get kids messaging me and emailing me that are just moving down here. It's like, hey, I wrestled. I heard y'all have a wrestling team. And I get a lot of that now. And it's very
Good.
refreshing to see, especially this year. And with the younger kids coming up, that helps them out so much. And I've seen drastically how much better they are than when the kids just starting with the JV like they usually are. That
Right.
extra help helps them so much.
And I don't know, you guys would know this answer more than I would. I think the big turning point for Florida-based wrestling will be when enough major universities start offering a varsity program of some kind. And I don't know if there's
Yes,
any,
definitely.
are there any Florida colleges, universities that might be having varsity programs? I don't know that answer.
It's usually not as big right now, just because it's a lot of stuff with Title IX and
Right.
whatnot, just matching the scholarships. But the northern schools are finding ways around that by they're starting girls programs now. Girls Women's wrestling is the fastest growing sport in the country right now,
Really?
and yes, it is. It's the fastest growing sport, and that colleges are taking advantage of that now, and it's one of the most scholarship sports for women right now, and schools are basically giving them away. If you're a girl that wrestles and you want to wrestle in college, now is the time.
But those are all out of state still? Are there any in-state Florida ones yet?
Most of those are going to be out of state. There's some in state, but they
Okay.
won't offer you a wrestling scholarship. They'll offer you a different scholarship. It'll be like an ROTC or something of that nature, but they'll still allow you to wrestle at the school.
I see. Okay. Gotcha.
Yes, they find ways around it.
Well, the NIL situations, maybe that will change for the better. I don't know. That's such a monkey wrench in how college is going to pay for their wrestling programs or weightlifting, or
Right.
all the lesser one known here in Florida, but that's okay. So I'm going to go back to a couple questions here, if you don't mind. Um, Real quick, how was your off season? I forgot to start. That was my first question. I forgot to ask. How was the off season overall going into this last tournament you had here? What'd you think?
It went pretty good.
Yeah.
I was very impressed by the kids at this past tournament. They wrestled their hearts out and they showed a lot of grit. I love grit. Grit is the thing that I like the most. It's just showing that they're willing to go through the hard stuff and not quit. Um, that's one of the bigger things you see from new wrestlers. It's like they'll get caught in something and it's just, all right, I can go to my back and it'll be over. But these kids fight through it and they're willing to fight back, and I appreciate it. And you can tell they're not just doing it for themselves; they're doing it because they know what they represent. And it's really refreshing to see some kids that really want to get the work in.
Good. I got another question for you. So you talk about the future. How about the past? What were some of your favorite memories from your team from last season? I forgot to ask that one as well. That's it. I'll tell you what. I had a good memory. I got to announce for the first time ever a wrestling match. That was
Yeah.
pretty. I had the best time doing it. I didn't know what I was doing, but by halfway through, you had enough kids helping me out. I did a little research beforehand, but they were really nice to me, and I had the best time doing that. So I hope I get a chance to you invite me back out there to do it again. I really enjoyed that.
Hey, yeah, we loved having you there. It was a good time.
We got to wake up that crowd that they were so quiet. I'm like, this is not basketball. We got to get these guys going. So I had a memory. I had a personal memory. I thought it was pretty cool. What else here? Oh, if you could be one thing, you as a team, by the end of the season, what would it be, and how can you get them there? If you could be one thing, that's a tough one. You got to think of that. That's a philosophy question. If you could be one thing by the end of the season, what would it be, and how can you get there? Ooh, that's a deep one. Nap, you're an engineer. Let you think about that one for a while. That's a
Yeah,
tough one.
I don't know.
Okay,
I
how
think
about this? What would you consider a successful season? Let's make it more broad. As a coach, both you guys, you've been here now a couple of years now. What would you consider a measurement of success for a high school program like Northport High School?
well, I mean, you got to balance that because you could look at the accolades, and that's obviously a measure. But I think one of the things we do very well at is coaching these kids to be good kids. So you don't see the tantrums, you don't see the unsportsmanlike conduct that we've seen. We just saw last weekend, almost a fight. Our kids lose, they get up, they dust it off, we get the next one. Again, obviously we want kids on the podium again this year as we did last year, which kind of goes into your last question. That had to have been one of the more memorable moments for us, I think, seeing those kids on the podium. But to continue to do that and just have good kids, good grades, good kids, all together. That's what we're looking for. Coach talked about the camaraderie. That's always big. We don't want to you don't want a bunch of kids just individual. You want to see a team, and I think we'll see that grow a little bit more as we get into these duels. But I would love. I mean, we are shoot. I think we're going on 0 for 6 of missing regionals for duels. So that goes back to your goal question and kind of where I'd love to see us. We got to place top 2 at districts, and I think we're working towards that. We got a full lineup. If we can get healthy and get kids in there, we got a shot at it again this year. We'll see what happens.
How hard is your district? Like, who was your district teams? If you don't mind me asking.
Yeah. We got Venice. Yeah, coach.
Venice, Palmetto, Gateway, Lehigh, Lakewood Ranch, Sarasota, and Riverview of Sarasota.
That's 8 teams. That's a lot.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you guys follow that same FHSAA equation where you don't really know what you are? They just assign value based on your wins and losses and things
No.
like that, like they do those.
So with our district, it's very population based, just because so wrestling doesn't have as many classifications as the other sports do.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Like football will have the 7 because it's
Right.
up to 7. With wrestling, it's only 3, so we're split up a little bit differently. And then they switch hours all the time. Like I believe in the past, like Brandon and different schools were in our district. When I first started coaching, we were in the district with St. Pete. So now we're finally in a district where it's mostly like Sarasota County, maybe a couple of Bradenton teams, and we have those poor random teams from North Fort Myers have to
Right.
travel all the way up
That's
to
right.
us.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, we never know who's going to be in it, but it stayed pretty consistent the past couple of years. And I'm with Steve. I'd like to see us top two in that upper district duels. I haven't gotten to go to a regional duel yet since I've been coaching because we've missed it by a couple of points a lot. And I'd really love to see that change. I really love to see us up there.
And you got the team, it sounds like, this year to get there. I do have to ask you some parent questions. I always get hit up by this, and I don't want to be a Debbie Downer here, but we got to talk. And you guys, I know the answers already. You did a great job last year explaining this, but for all the parents out there, your weight class issues, like in terms of cutting weight and safety protocols, hydration, concussions. Can you speak to me a little bit of, like, our parents are watching, like, what do you guys do now? It's not like the old days. I hope it's
Right.
not like the old days where they're
Yeah,
walking around with garbage bags and spitting all day
I've
long.
been saying the old days was me cutting 20 pounds for wrestling. I bulked up a little bit for football, then I'd have to cut too much weight. But now they make sure the kids get weight certified, so they have to pee in a cup, and the trainer has to make sure that they're hydrated, and then she takes their fat content and she takes their weight. Once they do that, that's called a weight certification, and that tells them how much they can lose per week
Oh,
as
nice.
far as if they want to cut weight or not. They don't have to cut weight at all if they don't want to. They can stay at that weight that they weight started at and be fine for their year. But if they do want to lose weight, they have to follow that weight plan. And that's done based on their body fat and hydration. So if their body fat is high, they can lose a little bit more weight than if we have a 106 kid who has no body fat. Like, he's probably not going to be able to lose much weight, as opposed to our heavyweight who's 285, who bulked up for football. So now he has to lose a little bit of weight to make 285 or something like that.
Right.
He'll have a lot more breathing room than that 106.
That sounds very scientific, and not just the old don't eat for a day or, you know.
It's very scientific. I'm constantly explaining to the kids. The kids are constantly asking to see their certs, and I'm just like, I got you. I can pull it up anytime they need me to, and I'm more than happy to do it for them.
Do they make you do that before a weigh-in or anything like that? Or I'm just curious. I'm just nosy.
We do it throughout the week. So
Oh, okay.
they're constantly asking me, of course, because kids never listen the first time. So I'm constantly retelling them, and I just pull it up on my phone real quick, and I'm like, see, here, you can lose zero point 0.7 a day. So you can lose about 2.2 pounds a week. And I just break it down for them, try to get them, because they like to see numbers, they like to see the math.
Of course. And let's talk about the concussion protocols.
Yes.
I'm sure it's similar to American football rules as well. But what do you got for parents who don't know? What kind of things you have for safety issues like that?
We always have a trainer on site, and the trainers are very well trained, of course, and they make sure that before the kid gets back on the mat, if there was fear of a concussion, that they're all cleared out. They make sure that they've passed all the concussion tests, and they make sure that they did get the proper amount of time sitting out before they return.
Just to show my age, my dad's generation, he was more of an athlete than I was, and this is how bad things used to be. They were considered not good practices unless you got your bell rung, and
Yeah.
of course we know what that means. Those are concussions. So they would purposely go in and just kill each other. It's like you didn't have a good practice if you didn't get concussions, and of course now we know the slightest concussion can add up over time. So it's great to hear that you have these programs. By the way, shout out to our new trainer, Miss Reagan.
Yes.
I forgot her name. I keep forgetting that name. So I want to thank her for joining our staff this year. So
Big shout out to her. She's been taking care of us.
We never get the trainer. We've never had the trainer on. We got to get her on one day. So she's a really nice young lady. I enjoy talking to her. Did you know last Friday we had 5 events on campus at the same time?
I saw that when I looked at the Northport page on Facebook. I'm like, oh, I work at the school and didn't realize we had 5. And I'm like, then we're going to Brandon too? Wow.
I mean, and I didn't know that. And they're not giving me schedules like the old days. So I do apologize for it. But yeah, I found out during work that was going on, and the Bobcat Blitz fans, they jumped on. They gave me 20 different things to call it. And we came out with the Claws Out Classic. So I want to give you a name, the Claws Out Classic, for your future wrestling thing. That's be a great T-shirt and all that. So guys, real quick here, because I do want to thank y'all for always a great interview. Because I learned so much with wrestling, but I don't know much about it. what would you say? Parting words, parting comments. What to look forward. What's going on in the season coming up. Any thank yous, any shout outs, any sponsors, any parents. I'll give you these next couple of minutes to wrap this up for us.
I'm really just happy to be here. I'm happy to be able to do this. I love coaching. It's amazing seeing these kids accomplish their goals, seeing them grow as people. That's one of my favorite parts about this. I'm just happy to be here, dude.
All right. Coach Nappy. By the way, Coach Nappy, congratulations on a successful swim season. We still got to get your swimmers on for a goodbye, but we'll get to that later. So, Coach Nappy, what about yourself? You got any sponsors you want to shout out, or any parents out there?
It's it always goes this way, and it's not nepotism, but I would like to shout out to Nicole and Move Mountains. They're always helping us out, and last year was kind of tough. We didn't have our big fundraiser tournament, and that kind of hurt a little bit. But we're getting back into it now. We're getting that money up. Great thanks to all the parents this year. We see a lot more involvement this year than we have in years past. We're getting help with the fundraisers that we're throwing. We've had difficulty in the past getting that help. So very happy to see the parents interacting with us this year, showing up and helping out. So that's huge. The coaching staff, great coaches, the team. It's going to be a fantastic year. We're excited. And the girls, obviously with my girls there, I'm a little biased, but looking forward to that season as well with Isabella coming back to kind of just be a mentor to them. So it's been fun so far, and we're looking forward to the year.
Well, guys, I can't wait to see you. Like I said, I'd like to announce whatever. I know you get the December one. I can't do the Fridays because I'm working, but I could do it Saturdays. If there is announcing, I'd love to come out. And even if I don't get announced, I still want to come out and do some video and catch your great teams out there. So, guys, thank you so much. The best luck this season. I'll definitely catch up with you later on in the season and see how you're doing. Folks, that is our varsity, JV, girls, you name it, all in one wrestling wrap up there for the season. We can't wait to see how they do this year. Miss Mary, we're going to bring you back in here. Speaking of fundraisers, parents, if you're watching, wrestling parents especially, let's get a fundraiser down here, Miss Mary.
Yes,
that was our wrestling team. I don't think you've seen guy athletes come in yet, have you?
I haven't, but I will turn this into a wrestling ring. We'll make them look cute.
We'll bring in tackling dummies and all that kind of stuff. So again, sponsors, if you're watching us, at coaches as well, we'd like to highlight, I don't always have to go to a football field. I don't have to always go to the basketball court, because they're loud and noisy anyway. So I'd love to go and help out our Northport High School athletic sponsor. You sponsored cheer team. That's what got us on. That's what got me on the radar. Coach Gregoire got me out here. So how was that experience?
So actually, it's been wonderful.
Yeah.
And on Tuesday, I believe it's Tuesday, December 16th, I'm having my official grand opening.
Oh, there you go.
Ribbon cutting, and the Northport cheerleaders are going to be here right behind the ribbon, and they're going to cheer me on as we cut the ribbon together.
It took Chamber of Commerce events to get them out, but
they're
finally here.
Once they're here, I'm going to keep them here. They're going to love it. They're going to love it. Turn them into
Christmas elves and make them wrap gifts and all that. So December 16th, you got a big event here. What you got a couple more before the New Year?
Yes, I have. The other fun one is December 21st. It's a make your own gingerbread house, and that's family friendly. Good. Just come on in. All the supplies are included. Just come in and have some fun.
And they're going to want to get hold of you first for tickets and availability.
Yeah, just so we know who's coming.
Yeah, they give you the heck RSVP and all that.
I did hear from the North Pole that the Grinch might be showing up to cause
And it's not me. It's not me.
Nope,
I promise. You have a real Grinch. My dog's like, you'd be perfect Grinch. I'm like, come on, man. So you got a whole bunch of Christmas activities going on. I'm standing on the ski lift. We had the Whoville tree. There's a whole bunch of. There's like 20 other ones in here. There's
28.
28. There's a ton of them in here. So guys.
So one last thing, because my little Grammy Awards,
our award-winning
come on in, come see why we won this, why we won it, why we were awarded with these, because it is a fun, it's a fun place. It's magical.
And by the way, if you guys have the Sun paper, her picture was fantastic. I told her the pose. You were the highlighted photo.
He was.
This is gorgeous backdrop.
That red dress.
And it's just a wonderful picture. So great job, Daniel, for that one, on helping us out with that, on getting the word out. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna loop. Like I said, I see you every day when I come home. I see you out here doing great things.
If my car's in the parking lot, which is usually the only car in the parking lot late at night. Just come on in, come say hello, take a sneak peek.
So students, again, great volunteer opportunities here. Yes. I found this out. Bright Future Scholarship sponsors, volunteers. You don't have to do nonprofits anymore, but you have a nonprofit
I
anyway,
do,
so you
I
got
do.
it covered either way. So students, if you
I
need
need
volunteer hours,
them. I need you. I need you. Show me how to do those TikTok videos.
exactly, and you can do your podcast here. You can do all sorts of stuff here, not just you can do music videos, all that good stuff. So, well, Mary, thank you for letting me come back in here
Thank
again.
you.
I'm feeling very
All right, guys.
festive. And,
Woohoo!
all right,
Thanks,
guys. On behalf of everyone here, hope you have a great weekend. We're going to come back live on Tuesday next week. I'll be talking with the girls soccer team. I'll actually be announcing senior night there next Tuesday, so we'll be back at the Preserve. Guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Have a wonderful evening. Take care. See you Tuesday.